Okay, I'm going to be putting out some more fish today, but before I do that, I figured might as well kind of show some of the fish that are already out because they're moving around and also cover some of the plants. So here we've got the Halloween medakas. Hopefully they don't run. You can see them right there, right at the base of that marsh marigold. Yeah, I'm really enjoying these. I'm especially enjoying them because they're something I created. They're not something I bought. They're a combination of, oh, what is it? 4 different strains that I've had when you go through all the lineage. So yeah, and I can see the female there, one of the females. She's carrying eggs right now, so hopefully they'll start producing. Um, Over here we've got the Hikari tub, and they're out and about, getting startled by a wasp. But yeah, they seem to be doing well. As you can see, those are the closest ones, het Hikari female and then 2 of the males. There's also, probably can't see them because of the color of the water and the glare from the sun, but there's also the gray het females in there too, and I've seen at least one of those gray females carrying eggs as well, so they're getting ready to go. Let's go see the other Halloweens right here. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's a female carrying eggs right there. She's got a lot of them. Big batch of eggs on her. So, yeah, things are starting to get going. Let's see if we can see. I don't think these guys are out. This is the Medaka cross. Yeah, I'm not seeing them out there. And then I have seen the Aphanius mento dashing around at the bottom, but not not something that you can count on seeing at this point. Usually when they start producing fry, then you start really seeing them around in the tub. But anyways, let's go over kind of how I've planted things out. Starting over here at the Hikari tub. This right here is a new canna that I picked up. It's just a yellow canna. Then that's from last year actually, that like Twisted Arrows rush. That was a combination of Juncus effusus corkscrew and then a Juncus inflexus. Somehow that survived the winter, so I divided it, and that's part of the division. That is a spearmint from last. That hanging pot is a spearmint from last winter that I divided. That survived the winter and I divided. And then we've got a green creeping Jenny and then some water lettuce that I've thrown in. This tub will be the Valencia tub. They should be going out today. It's going to wait for the green water to clear, but it seems like it's not going to do that, so I'm just going to put them in. But it's got a water celery, one of the Australia canna from last year I overwintered inside and divided, and so that's unfortunately the foliage really died when I took it out because it was all, indoor grown foliage, but you can see there's a spike coming up for a new leaf, a new stem. And then, I'm not going to talk a whole lot on the creeping Jenny because it's pretty much in every tub. And then an apple mint. Over here is the Aphanius velaticovi tub, a marsh marigold, another of those Juncus from last year. That is the Swiss Recola that was in the tub last year that overwintered, creeping Jenny, and then my Xanadeschia, where I had tried to overwinter it dry and it didn't work. The tuber rotted, but there was a little piece of it, like a little side shoot that hadn't rotted, so I replanted it, and now that's coming back. Over here in the Xiphophorus maculatus Rio Papaloa pan tub, I overwintered my water bluebell, which I pruned when I took it out because it had a bunch of fallen over stems, and then the leaves kind of were in rough shape because they're indoor leaves, but as you can see, it's really leafing back out. That is another spear. That's actually the other half of that spearmint that I divided that's really going good. That is a twister rush from last year. This is a new plant that I got this year, Lobelia cardinalis. It's doing well. And a new chive. This is, as before, one of the Halloween medaka tubs. Again, another division of that rush. Gold creeping Jenny, big marsh marigold that's got seed heads on it. The thyme mint from last year somehow overwintered and is coming back. Another of those lobelias, and of course, what you call it, water lettuce. This guy's got a new twister rush for this year. That's again gold creeping Jenny, but with a volunteer mint in it. I'll be interested to see what that mint ends up looking like. A chive from last year that is overwintered, a division of the peppermint from last year that overwintered, my Siberian rush, and then this is umbrella grass that I overwintered indoors, and I divided at the end of last year, so this is one of the divisions of my umbrella grass. Over here in this other Halloween tub, and I should say that was the domestic platy tub. Other Halloween tub, we've got an overwintered twister rush, marsh marigold, not marsh marigold, creeping Jenny, gold creeping Jenny, an apple mint I bought this year, water lettuce, and then a chameleon plant that I overwintered indoors, and a water celery that overwintered outdoors when they were swimming around. In the turtle tub, I just have water lettuce, some hornwort, which I need to actually go in and put in some more hornwort from my tanks inside, and then another chameleon plant. This tub has just got water lettuce and an orange mint that I bought this year. This tub, division of the Australian canna. This one you can see is throwing off a nice new leaf. Division of my sweet flag, the mare's tail, a canna that I grew from, that I collected seed from last year from my orange canna that I'm now sprouted that seed and it's growing out slowly. And then the other division of that peppermint from last year, and obviously creeping Jenny. Okay, this is more outdoor overwintered water lettuce. What is this? Cyperus prolifer that I overwintered indoors that's just coming back. Mojito mint, creeping Jenny in both of these, and then my one iris that's not the Siberian iris that I've had for years now. Another water bluebell, more sweet flag, another lobelia. This one's grown, I just bought recently because it kind of grew differently than the other ones that I have. Another Australia canna division that's again throwing off a leaf right here, and another one right there. Actually, there's a bunch of sprouts coming up on that one. Chocolate mint, creeping Jenny. This mojito mint, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in this position. That's a volunteer mint that is kind of different than the other ones that I've got, like any of the mints that I've had, so I think it might be a hybrid, or at least a cross between the different varieties. This is a oh, what do you call it? That's my biggest division, I mean my biggest plant of sweet flag. Other half of the umbrella grass, Cyperus alternifolius, creeping Jenny, and then this is, I actually went and bought a taro tuber, and I'm waiting for that to sprout. And in here we've got creeping Jenny, more chameleon plant. This is that hydrocotyl from last year that I tried to keep going indoors. There's just barely a couple tiny leaves among the gravel. And I'm probably not going to try, I'm just keeping it going because I have it, but I'm not going to overwinter it again. Not worth it. Another water bluebell. This one was not grown under a light during the winter, so it's much weaker. Orange mint that I got this year, and then more sweet flag. And then finishing, we've got gold creeping Jenny, another division of that rush, strawberry mint, and then I love my thalia, but it had grown so much, and I had 3 pots of it last year, and I just left 2 of them out, and they didn't make it through the winter, obviously, because it's not cold hard. But I brought two inside, well, one inside that I had divided, and one of them died. Well, both of them really died back. One of them died totally, and this one I thought it died, but it resprouted, and it's just barely coming back. So I'm just going to try to nurse this thing back to health. Anyway, that's we'll be continuing when I go and bring some of the fish out.